It contains some graphic details. A family of one of two women who were killed at a pig farm in Sibayeng in Limpopo is still in shock. Kudzai Ndlovu and Maria Makatu were allegedly shot dead at the farm last weekend. Their remains were discovered in a decomposed state by police on Tuesday.
South Africans, where are you? South Africans, why are you not as loud about this case as you are as loud as about Chidima's case? Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My good name is Gracey D, African Diva. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm doing great here in Kenya, and thank you so much for clicking on this episode. And if you're just coming across this channel, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a like, comment and share. Leave your thoughts on the comment section. So on today's episode, guys, we're going to see and talk about these two beautiful African ladies, one from South Africa, the other one was from Zimbabwe, that just got unalived by a pan-colored man. And yeah, this is what we're gonna talk about. Let's first, before we go on with anything, let's dive into the videos that I've gathered for you guys. Let's watch the videos together and let me know what you think on the comment section.
It contains some graphic details. A family of one of two women who were killed at a pig farm in Sibayeng in Limpopo is still in shock. Kudzai Ndlovu and Maria Makatu were allegedly shot dead at the farm last weekend. Their remains were discovered in a decomposed state by police on Tuesday. Zola Sholana reports.
After almost a week of not hearing from his mother, Theo Makgato led police to a farm where they made a grisly discovery. This has left the family devastated.
Because we have realized on Sunday or mama the whole Sunday asia boy. Then on Monday kitsochi spetala saka polokwane, then kidira the check up. Then I did the check up the whole day. Then kirlik feature drug check up karno okay because of check up yampalela kit irkubule case bantu show nyaka. Then kirlik case then kiwuchi tapama because of the whole day I was doing the check up on Monday. Kiwuchi tapama ka Monday ka mafo ya tapama then was the time on Lord Kibula case. Then on Tuesday, Kirleke to work, Gilesal busy, Kirkitling, go Yakanalwan. Then one phone, Elabama Podisa, then Barry. No, okay, it's fine. Let us help you to find your mother. Itlamuki, Rotomoka, Leroche, then Ratzameluena, that place, Mama, Wozaro, Ilon. Then Kibajerika, Jatterik, Likabashana, then Kimo like Rekrilim to Derna, Alekale shaking like Gulove, Bamutunchi. Like most of parts more mailing ladies.
3 suspects who are charged with killing the 2 women and throwing their bodies in a pigsty have been arrested and will appear at the Mankweng Magistrates Court on Friday for a formal bail application. Family of the murdered woman calls for justice.
Because here babona rena re feta kwa polaseng le ena kule le burulela le ka monte re tlilona na tše ile rene a di a tshwanela o dinana bona ba no dula ka ana kwane ka toronkone le motolo wa le go walela le le tsempabelelane a ba no dula ka mogano le ba ka dula ka mogano le nna re tlile go potsa gore ba dutse re tono fela re etwa bothoko bana re tlino phula re ke le ba di mo rena mara ka ba eba ka bantšha. Here
today. So thank you very much for your time. If you could just tell us, why are you gathered here as a crowd?
Thank you, my sister. My name is Alex Mwashenyi. I'm from Ward 24, Polokwane. That's where Matsubani Makgato comes from, the deceased. Firstly, I would like to send the condolences to the family because today, as we speak here, the reason we came here is that today, as we speak, somebody have got no mother because of the situation here. What happened here is that they arrested those people who killed the woman, but their business are still going on as usual. The reason for us to gather here was to speak to them so that they can close everything here. The police, the investigative officer must come here and declare this place as a crime scene. It must be visible to a certain extent that even if somebody passing here must know, I cannot cross this side because it's a crime scene. But now it looks like everything is normal. Nothing happened here. We are here to state that Black Lives Matter. When we came here trying to engage them peacefully, so they started to become arrogant. That is where we moved to the road. We have realized that if we don't close the road, they don't listen to us. Now, what we are saying is that we are calling to the state that these perpetrators, they must never get bail. Even on Friday, we will be there.
We're also seeing the SPCA. Perhaps you've engaged with them. Do you know why they are here on the scene?
We have asked the police to call them so that they can take those pigs away. We cannot live around pigs that eat human flesh. People, these white farmers just kill a black person, feed them to pigs. Now, at the end of the day, what they do, they are dealing with pigs. They've got it's a piggery here, and they've got a butchery in there. After doing that, they slaughter those pigs, take them to town. Our people are going to eat meat from pigs that are feed human carcass. Then we cannot allow that. That is the reason the SPCA is here. We told the police that we want to see them removing those pigs here.
If they do not remove the pigs today, what's going to happen moving forward? What are you going to do?
As the community was saying, we are very peaceful people. We cannot promise them tomorrow, but we are just telling them, remove the pigs.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. Well, Michelle, that was one of the community members.
This pig farm at Sibayeng is the scene of a criminal investigation. 2 women were shot and killed and their remains allegedly thrown inside a pig's enclosure. 1 man was shot and wounded. According to the National Prosecuting Authority, the pigs started consuming the remains of the victims. A mother of 4 children had her life cut short in a gruesome manner. Maria Makato's home is situated less than 10 kilometers from the pig farm where her life ended. Her remains and those of Kudzai Ndlovu were discovered in a state of decomposition by the police on Tuesday. Their bodies had been reportedly thrown inside a pig's enclosure. The 2 were shot and killed, allegedly by the farm owner and 2 other suspects aged 19 and 42. Makato was reported missing after visiting the pig farm. Concerned, the family traced her to the farm. However, they were not provided with helpful information. I went there and asked the workers if they had seen my sister, and they said they were absent from work on Monday. I asked the seller next door, and he told me he had gunshots last night. I asked the employer who fed the pigs if they had not seen any dead bodies, and he said no. Now I know they were lying there because pigs cannot go for 3 days without being fed. A man who was with the deceased woman was also shot but escaped with injuries. The families have demanded justice. We have lost. My sister's children are now orphans and I will have to take care of them. I need help and I want those farm owners to be denied bail. I do not want to see them free. The ANC Women's League has condemned the killings.
We are not encouraging people to be killed, particularly women to be killed, regardless of what people think they have done. So we also want to appeal to community members all over and also branches of the ANC Women's League to say that they need to report any incidents of gender-based violence and femicide in our own province. So this incident disturbed us.
The 3 suspects, Zachariah Olivier, Rudolph De Wet and William Musoro, will appear at the Mankweng Magistrates Court on the 7th of October. Katlego Nyoni, SABC News, Polokwane.
As we wait for the start of these proceedings in court there, our reporting team also connected with one of the survivors of the shooting and telling of his last few moments between the time that they'd gone to go and forage for food and when he got separated from his wife. And this is Mabuto Ndlovu, whose wife Kudzai's body and remains were found in that location, was just saying and sharing, some of the last moments when he was also hit by a bullet during the course of those events, sharing the last moments, even saying that he did try to lift and assist his wife.
Yeah, guys, so that's the tragedy that just happened last month, towards the end of last month in South Africa. And it's quite sad to see this. And I've been thinking a lot, like, this is, I'm sure some of you have not even come across this news. I'm sure some of you have not seen what happened to these two innocent women in South Africa. And it got me back to asking myself this question. South Africans, where are you? South Africans, why are you not as loud about this case as you are as loud as about Chidima's case? Is it because this crime was committed by a pound-colored person? Is it because that the people who died, the people that were killed, the people that their lives were taken are Africans? South Africans, I don't see you as active as you were on Chidima's case. I mean, the most crime that Chidima has committed, or the mother committed, was taking someone's identity. And all she was trying was to represent you, to represent your country. What has these three men done? They've taken lives. Now some kids are left orphans. A mother has lost her daughter. Brothers, siblings have lost their sister. South Africans, why are you not as loud as you were and as you always are about African immigrants in your countries? Why are we not seeing you on social media? Why are we not seeing you protesting for these lives that were taken? And to make the matters worse is that they were going to court to ask for a bail. And as you've seen them on the court stand, they don't even look remorseful. And the third man, the African man that was still on the crew, what's wrong with us Africans? What's happening? And come back to it. I've been reading some comments. And, I've seen South Africans asking on the comments. And I was asking myself, where do you South Africans even get this audacity? So they were asking, where is Julius Malema? I was like, oh, this is the time that you remember you have someone, you have a politician, you have a leader who is always out there to air your voices, to air all your challenges and all the troubles that you're facing in South Africa. But when it comes, or when it's time for you to go to the ballot, is where you draw the line. And you know what some other comments were saying? Is that we only voting any leader that has the best of interests for South Africans and not Africans. So they said they'll only vote for Julius Malema on this comment when time comes to choose for an African leader, because Julius Malema does not have the best interest for South Africans, but Africans. But here you are calling out Julius Malema for being quiet on this case. It does not even surprise me. The fact that when you look at the South African elections, Julius Malema's party, or Julius Malema, was not even number 2, nor was he number 1. And you went on ahead. Number 1 was the ANC party, the DA party, and the EFF party was the third one. And you know what surprised me? The number 2 party that was leading in elections, the leader was a palm-colored person. And you hear on the comments saying that we are not voting race in South Africa. We are woke in South Africa. This is an African country that has only given palm-colored people the white privilege of having a whites-only neighborhood. The white privilege that they can sit and demand for a bill when they take lives of our brothers and sisters. Is this what you call being woke, South Africans? Is this what you call being woke? What happened? Like, what happened in South Africa? with all the xenophobic attacks that other Africans face from you, just being in your country, with all that's happening, with all the crime that's going on in South Africa, you still claim to be a woke South Africa. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I'm very sad. My heart hurts for South Africa. My heart hurts for the families that these two lives were taken from. My heart hurts for the immigrants that live in South Africa and face xenophobic attacks in the name of South Africa is a woke country. I don't know what you guys think. I'm still gonna follow up on this case. As you've heard on the last clip, they've said the case will be back in court in October. It was gonna be on September of 9th of September, this month that we are, but it's now been moved up to October. I wanna see, will justice be served for these two lives that were taken? I don't know if you guys remember of that case where there was a child whose life was shot because of lacking just a rose. I don't remember so well. And this was still in South Africa. I mean, what's happening in South Africa? It's the only country that are giving the pan-colored people the privilege of feeling that they have the right to divide the country. They have the right to make the Western Cape Town an independent country. And the South Africans on this supporting this. What happened in South Africa? I don't know, guys. But anyway, that's all that I had for today. Make sure to leave your comments in the comment section. And South Africa, I'm expecting you to be as loud, crying and asking for justice to prevail for these two lives. Just as loud as you were when Chidima was trying to be a Miss Universe South Africa. And also your government, they were so quick, so fast into researching and everything else. But why is this case taking so long? Chidima case didn't even take a month. It didn't even take, it was like close to 3 weeks and everything was, and she was already out. But what is the government of South Africa doing about this? What is the president of South Africa saying about this? Let me know what you guys think on the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a like. And until the next episode, bye.